It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
What's happening? What's happening, everybody? It is Thursday, March 19th, 2020. And man, I'm a little fired up this morning. You guys are in for a treat this morning because we're going to talk about a topic that I think needs to be talked about during these times that we are spending our days in right now. And that is that living in fear is a choice. You know, over the past week here, or however long it's been since, all of this craziness has started, I have been in contact with a lot of people. And I've been watching the world around me, and I've been, just communicating with people, with a lot of people. I mean, that's what we do. We have a lot going on in business, and so we're interacting with a bunch of different people. And what I have found is that there are so many people out there right now that are living in fear. And so what I wanted to talk about this morning is how living in fear is just a choice. And so you guys are in for a treat this morning, man, because I am fired up about this one. I'm passionate about changing the way people think here during these times. And so I hope that you guys get something out of this. If you could please, because I think the whole world needs to hear this topic. If you have never shared this out to your page before, please this morning, do me a favor and share this out, because I think this topic, this conversation is going to help a whole lot of people if we get it out there. So if you guys could, please hit that share button, share it to your pages, share it to groups that you're part of. I promise you that this will be a beneficial conversation for a lot of people. Good morning, Bruce, Jeff, Trisha, Dave, my wife. What's happening, babe? Dina. Good morning, Dina Kelly. Good to see you on here. So here's the deal, guys. These are uncertain times that we are living in. There is not a person on this planet that's been through any of the stuff that we are going through or looking at right now as our daily reality, right? As the things that are happening. Nobody else has been through anything like this. It's been, anything in the past has been a little bit different than this. What's happening, Chris? Good morning, brother. And so, what happens during these times is that we all have a choice of what we decide to do and what we decide to think and what we decide to participate in during these times. And here's what I will tell you guys. I was not, I didn't read a lot. I didn't study a lot when I was in high school, even in college. But in the last, 5 to 10 years, I've studied a lot. And I will tell you this. The human brain, this thing that is inside the head that you carry around every day, is a very, very interesting organ. And the reason that it is an interesting organ is that it creates or impacts the rest of the functions of your entire body or your entire existence, for that matter. Because what you allow your brain to process will trigger things in your body, doesn't it? It triggers stress. It triggers fear. It triggers an increased heart rate. It triggers anxiety. It triggers all kinds of things. And all of those things are based on what happens as a result of what you allow yourself to think or what you allow yourself to consume, which then converts into thoughts. So I want to ask you a question this morning. I want you to ask yourself a question this morning. What are you choosing to surround yourself with during these days? What are you choosing to surround yourself with, or what are you choosing to plug into during these days? Are you connecting yourself to people out there who are full of fear and doubt, who are glued to the news, who are reading every single negative thing that is put out there, whether it's shared by a person or it's put out there on the news or it's on the internet or shared on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it is that you're plugging into? I know that you guys all have those people in your life that have that level of doubt, right? That are constantly talking about, oh man, this is the new normal. It's this, it's that. It's what you choose to view it as, guys. This is a real thing. I'm not telling you that there's nothing about this that's real or it's fake or anything, or not to pay attention to anything that's going on. I'm just telling you that you have a choice as to what you plug into and the level at which that controls your life or influences your life. People that constantly want to talk about how bad things are or how bad the economic downturn is going to be, those are people that I don't choose to plug into. I choose to talk to people that talk about what we're going to do when that happens to make this situation the best for us. So ask yourself that question. Are you plugging into those people with the fear and doubt? Or are you plugging into those people that have a plan of how they're going to make the very best of this situation and expand while everybody else in the world is contracting? There are ways to do this, guys. I'm messaging with my circle this morning about what positions we need to get into on the backside of this, or right now for that matter. What do we need to be doing every single day to put ourselves in a position to expand while everybody else is contracting? And those people that are contracting for one reason. It's because of what they're consuming, putting in their brains, which is literally shutting down their bodies and shutting down the activity that they should be doing every single day. In our company, we have a call every single morning at 9 a.m. And I will tell you this. I talked to one of our team members yesterday who's been in business for a long, long time. And he said this to me: you should be proud of the team that we have, because every single day, our call at 9 a.m. is no different than it was 1 month ago. It's what do we have to do? It's not that we are ignoring the issue. It comes up, but we move on and we talk about life. We talk about what's going on, what we have to do. Does anybody need anything? Is there anything going on that we need to support? These are the things that you should be talking about. What's happening, Jared, Lydia, Trisha, Hal, Bob, Judd? What's happening, brother? Here's the deal, guys. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I want you guys to think about this. The word leadership does not define just people who are in those positions, who you view as leaders, the president, your government leaders, the people in your business, who you work for, the people that own your business. It is not defined by those people. Leadership is something that people exhibit in everyday life. And I will tell you this, guys, leadership is easy when things are good. When things are good, it's really easy to be a leader. It's easy to be that person that sits at the top and guides things. True leaders, the ones that you will remember forever, the ones that make a difference in this world and move it forward, true leaders are anointed during times like this. And the people who are not real leaders are all figured out during times like this, because those people show the fear that we are talking about this morning. And I'm going to tell you this: who you choose to plug into during these times will define your future. If you choose to plug into those people who literally they use these times to allow themselves the opportunity for failure. They say, well, the economy's going to be bad, so I don't know what I'm going to do. All that is them saying, I'm not sure I'm going to be successful after this is over, so I'm going to hedge my bet so I don't actually have to own my failure. That's all that is, guys. I promise you. That is somebody justifying to themselves why they're not going to win on the other side of this mess. That's it. And for the rest of us who commit to being successful regardless of the circumstances, we figure it out. We figure it out because we commit first and then we figure it out later. But who you plug into during these times, it will define your future. It will define your family's future, your business's future, everybody around you. It will define your future. So if you choose to plug in to those people who have doubt, who have fear, that's your choice. And I would tell you this, guys, choose wisely. Look at those people around you and distance yourself from those that build doubt in you, that build doubt into their own lives, that hedge their bets against the backside of this. Choose wisely. Or don't. Or don't. It's no big deal. It's just your damn life. You get one. You get one life, guys. And who you choose to plug into during these times will impact you for years, for decades to come. For decades to come. I promise you. If you choose to view life with the proper perspective, you will put your family, your friends, and those people around you on your back and lead them to the promised land. That's the truth. And if you don't, if you allow people around you to cast this shadow of doubt and fear and, oh man, this is terrible. It's the worst thing we've ever been through. It's this, it's that. This is life, guys. This is life. This stuff happens. I talked to people yesterday that have been through 9/11 in business, that have been through the downturn in 2008, that have been through all kinds of stuff. And they all said the same thing. Nothing that is difficult in this world is expected. Nothing. And these times, guys, are meant to teach us a lesson, a variety of lessons. But if you don't find the lesson, if you just curl up in a ball, you are hurting everybody around you. And remember what I said, leadership is easy when things are good. True leaders are anointed during times like this. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what your title is. It doesn't matter what position. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday or for your entire life. If you want to become a leader in this world, now is the time that you do it. Now is the time. Because people are looking for someone to follow. They are looking for someone to give them hope, to give them motivation and inspiration to keep charging forward. They're looking for that. Because we all have those moments of fear. The difference between leaders and those that buy into this bullshit is the amount of time they spend scared. Because the minute that I have that sense of fear coming into my body, I figure out how I can take action to get rid of it and to lead everybody around me to a better place. Because fear will not do anything for you. Action will do something for you. Being a leader, being an example for others to follow, that will do great things for you and it will do great things for other people. But living your life in fear and choosing fear during these times, it's a bad choice. It is a bad, bad, bad choice. And I'm telling you, what you are consuming, the book that I am finishing right now, has a title in it, has a chapter in it rather. Your mental diet creates your mental perspective. If you don't believe me, think back to what you are consuming when you have your worst days. And then what you consume as a result of that. Do you just sit around and think? Do you text and call and interact with people on social media that are also negative, that are buying into, oh man, that's so terrible. Oh man, I feel so bad for you. Oh man. Or are you plugging into those people that say, come on man, let's go. This will be over. This too shall pass. We don't spend time talking about problems much. We start talking about how to create solutions and how to continue moving forward. And believe me, guys, everybody has those moments where they're a little uncertain. Everybody does. The difference between champions and leaders and everybody else is the amount of time they spend there. Nobody's going to do it for you, guys. Nobody is going to do it for you. It is your choice, and every single choice you make during these days, these weeks, if you have not made good choices to this point, you can change it right now. You can change it right this second. You can choose to have faith. My friend Keith Calloway said the other day, you can have faith or you can have fear. You cannot have both at the same time. You can't have both. Which do you choose? I choose faith and I choose action. And fear can go sit alone by itself. Because there is nothing to be afraid of, guys. You woke up this morning, you have this breath, be grateful, be thankful, and go about your day. Go about your day and take the actions necessary to put yourself, your family, and everybody around you in a better spot. Because the news wants you to do nothing but sit there and watch the commercials in between when they're spewing you all of this nonsense. They don't want to tell you anything good. I can promise you this, guys. You look around the world, they constantly use Italy. Watch the news and listen for how many times they say the word Italy in 1 hour. Because they know that it creates fear. Fear is an emotional manipulator, guys. It's an emotional manipulator that keeps you coming back because you're afraid. You need some kind of validation to tell you that everything's going to be okay. I'll give you that validation right now. Look into this camera. Look into this screen you're watching. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. This too shall pass. It is the actions that you take today and who you choose to plug into. If you are plugged into the people that are creating fear for you, you better unplug and find a new place to plug into. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I was thinking about this the last couple of days. It is wild. So my circle, my guys that I talk to on a regular basis, I got a video. I had this show planned out since yesterday. I got a video last night before I went to bed from one of my best friends that literally talked about this exact topic almost. And I sent him a message this morning that said, that was the title for this morning's show. Do you think our brains are on the same page? And his response was, sure as hell seems like it. I think it's called leadership. That's it, guys. Be a leader. Be a light in a dark world right now. And I promise you, you will be happy that you made that choice. You will be happy that you are leading others to a better place, to a better life. And this, guys, this is how the world becomes a better place. One person at a time. One person at a time. You choose to be different today. You choose to see the light. You choose to take action. You choose to plug into the right people. Everybody around you is going to be different. Everybody around you is going to elevate because of you, because of the choices that you make. That's it. Leadership, guys. It's easy when things are good. True leaders are anointed during times like this. Be a leader, be a light in this world, and make the world a better place. I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow morning, same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.